Hello, hello, hello. Sir David the Bard. I'm coming to you from the church office building in Salt Lake City. I climbed up the stairs. They wouldn't let me go in when they saw who I was, but I went around the corner and I climbed up the stairs and I went up where all the apostles and prophets and seers and revelators were. They're in a big meeting. I wanted to go in and just ask them a few questions on the gay marriage situation, and I put my head against the door, and all I heard was oh, weeping and wailing. And then I heard a few of the old boys. I don't know if they took their teeth out, but they gnashed them, gnashing of teeth. So I thought maybe it wasn't the appropriate time to go in and say, what do you think about the gay marriage deal, guys? So I snuck back downstairs. Anyway, you ain't seen nothing but the beginning of the gay marriage controversy in the Mormon church. Now, many people have not thought far enough ahead. What does this mean? Okay, let me tell you something about... I have a little experience, and I'm not an expert. I drew up a 501(c)(3) in California, and I wrote the articles of incorporation and the mission statements and everything, and I did get it certified by the IRS. Now, let me tell you what a 501(c)(3) is. It's a designation under the Internal Revenue laws that if you are doing good things for all people, you don't have to pay taxes if you're an organization. So all the Mormons who put their tithing into the Mormon church can write that off as a donation in their income tax. And the Mormon church, when they get $1 billion in from the members donated, they don't have to pay taxes on that. They're a tax-exempt organization. Now, that concept is evolving. And it's an interesting situation that the gay marriage laws changed now in Utah have caught up with the evolution of the 501(c). Now, the old 501(c)s used to say in discrimination, racial discrimination. See, I was alive back in 1978 when all of the Negroes all the little black people got to go to the Mormon church and have the priesthood. Most of them didn't want to go in the first place, but the Mormon church let them. Why? Did Jesus just really think all those blacks that were driving Cadillacs and breakdancing, and now they're worthy to be priesthood holders? No. The Mormon church is secretive. And the IRS is not allowed to say a word about any investigations or anything that is going on between the IRS and a taxpayer. So when the IRS now, I never tell you anything I can't document. Let me put this down and then you decide for yourself. When the racial discrimination laws came out, 1964, the evolution of the 501(c) was not caught up to it. You could still discriminate against people if you were a 501(c), and the Mormon church knew it, and they continued to do it. But as the 501(c) regulations got more sophisticated, now it was racial discrimination, gender discrimination, and disability, and it grew and grew. Well, now it's growing to gay. You cannot discriminate against gays if you own a 501(c). Well, now what are the Mormons going to do? Okay, this is interesting. I've got a link on here. It can get a little complex, and if it's boring and stupid to you, then don't look at it. But I'm interpreting it for you is that a 501(c), which the Mormon church is, it's not a church. The Mormons are a corporation. It's called the Corporation of the President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. That is the actual legal name of Mormonism. They're not a church, they're a corporation. Well, they've got the 5013C, which means this. Millions and millions of dollars that would have gone into the general funds of the United States government didn't go in, because their exemption allows them not to pay taxes. They don't have to pay any taxes at all. Well, there goes billions and billions of dollars out of that organization that they didn't have to pay taxes on, and they can use to buy more temples and more buildings and more and a mall. Anyway, that's your money, and that's my money. That's money that could have gone for roads, the interstate highways. That's money that could have gone for new airports. That's money that the Mormons didn't have to pay, and they took our money. Now, 5013C is an IRS federal program. If you are taking any federal monies or not paying by exemption federal monies, you cannot discriminate. So now it's race, origin, skin color, God, it's anything that is a protected class. And gays are a protected class in the United States. So, where do we go? Well, the meeting upstairs that I just heard the guys crying their eyes out, and Boyd K. Packer was dancing on the floor and pounding with his cane, they're pissed. They got two choices. Hear this from the Bard. The Mormon Church has two choices. One is they let gay people into their temples, marry them for time and eternity, and give them their endowments. No discrimination. They can hold on to the 5013C. But if the Mormons say, we're not letting any gay guys in there, or gay lesbian girls, the IRS, with your pressure and my pressure and the government pressure, is going to be pressured to say to the Mormon Church, let the gays in or let go of your 5013C. Now, when you try to take money away from a Mormon, that's like to try to get shit off an Indian blanket. It's damn hard. It's damn hard. They never come clean. Anyway, what are the Mormons going to do? If they let the gays into their temple, they'll have mass resignations and defections from the Mormon Church. If they don't let gays in, suddenly all the tithing money that Mitt Romney pays is not tax exempt. It's not charitable. It's not going into a legitimate 501. And if they lose that status, then all of the Mormons who pay tithing and fast offerings and humanitarian and building and oh God, it goes on and on how many areas of funding you can donate, will not be tax deductible. Now that's going to affect a lot of other Mormons in the communities that go, hey, I'm used to taking $10,000 off of my taxes every year, and now I can't. So all of their taxes go up. So what do you do? If you're Boyd K. Packer, you just dance until you have a damn heart attack or shit yourself out of the room. I don't know. But now the church has two choices. Let those gay people be equal and give them their civil rights, or quit taking our money. You're not a charitable organization. You are a religious organization that discriminates. Yank that 501, and then, whoa, they can do what they want. They can do what they want. But they can't when they're taking tax-exempt money. Now they have to obey the discrimination laws of the United States. And the Mormons have never been forced to obey any discrimination laws. The reasons that the blacks got the priesthood in 1978 is the evolution of that 5013C document that said racial discrimination. And the tax people couldn't say anything, and you think the Mormon Church is going to say anything, but the Bard is going to say something. That the IRS came to the prophet and said, hey, you can't take the people's money on an exemption and tell the black people, you're not people. You can't come in here. Well, the church at that time rather than give up its 501 status, it let the blacks in. Now, let me tell you something. The precedent is, when the Mormon Church is pressured, they get a revelation on allowing more people in. The gays, you got me. I haven't had the 6 little naked angel girls appear to me on this one yet. I pray for them every night. Jesus. What's wrong with me? Mental illness, and I haven't taken my meds again this morning. Damn. So, the precedent is that the Mormon Church likes money more than people. They'll let anybody in their church as long as that money keeps rolling in. I think they're going to go that way again. I'm going to give you just an opinion that they're going to let blacks and gays and women, all humans in the temple, they're going to hang on to that 501. That 501 makes them billions and billions of dollars in not paying taxes. And Mormons would rather have billions of dollars than righteousness. You know, there's an old song, not old, well, maybe it's old because I'm old. Do what is right, let the consequence follow. Battle for freedom in spirit and might. They don't sing that song anymore. I don't think it's in the songbook. So they don't have to do what is right. They don't. So anyway, sum it up, 501(c)(3), if you don't pay taxes, you serve all the people. You don't serve all the people, you ain't going to have a 501(c). So I don't know if you're going to see two gay guys kissing over the altar there in the Salt Lake Temple, or 2 lesbian girls kissing over the Salt Lake Temple there, or you're going to see the Mormon Church actually pay for what it believes. Pay! If you really believe it, Mormons, tell the government to take a hike. Tell the government, we're the Mormons. Jesus will protect us. We'll pay taxes. We don't care. Yeah, right. Thanks.